luxury car owner, the automobile is more than just a possession or a means of transportation. It's an extension of a lifestyle, a movable image that reflects taste, sophistication, status, success, and values. It's a symbol, a message, and not incidentally a way of getting from one place to another in maximum comfort and convenience. Well, so much for the psychology of the market. A psychology that hasn't changed much since the carriages of kings. What we want to deal with today are some very concrete realities. We'll leave the psychology of selling luxury cars to you who have to deal with it every day. We'd like to show you the state of the market today and discuss factors that can affect your selling strategy. How you want to use them is up to you. This module is a sort of market overview. And the others that follow will deal more specifically with our product. First, you ought to know that the size of the luxury market has remained fairly constant over the past 10 years. It's been the group least affected by the social and economic changes that have turned the automobile industry upside down. In 1971, luxury cars accounted for about 5.4% of total industry sales. In 1981, that figure is about 6%. And looking at the whole picture, we don't see anything particularly startling happening in 1982, although there are some very positive factors that should lead to stronger luxury car sales for you. And we'll get into those shortly. Luxury owners, of course, have not been immune to the changes induced by the rising costs of gasoline. We have responded to that. In 1977, Continental's EPA estimated MPG rating was 11 and 13. In 1982, they are 17 and 18. Now that represents a significant increase in just 5 years. Our closest competitor, Cadillac, has been able to go beyond those numbers only with diesel power plants, an engine whose popularity has declined drastically in 1981, despite the fact that they were standard equipment on Seville. Perhaps that's why they're not standard in 1982. Ride and comfort are still the most important factors in this market. Most buyers are still conservative and looking for traditional values. In the Cadillac lineup, for example, the DeVille, their most traditional car in terms of both styling and technology, still outsells both Eldorado and Seville combined. Perhaps the most notable change in the market has been the emergence of the woman buyer. Women now spend about $3 billion annually on new cars. 30% of all marked buyers are women. 23% of all town car buyers are women. On the Cadillac side, however, women account for only 18% of the sales in each car line. Cadillac, of course, has a new entry this year, Cimarron, and we haven't really addressed it in any of the information we've given you so far. With Cimarron, it appears that GM is attempting to redefine the term entry level as it applies to luxury cars. We believe the greatest competition for Cimarron may come from other high-series J cars. Certainly no luxury manufacturer has anything that quite compares with it. No, in 1982, our primary competition will come from the other Cadillac models, so that's where we'll spend our time. Now, I mentioned earlier that there were some very positive factors that will increase our sales in 1982. The first of these is the stabilization of gasoline prices. While the situation still remains potentially volatile, it's very possible that the owner of a new Lincoln automobile will spend less for gasoline in 1982 than he did driving the same number of miles in 1980. Using EPA estimated MPG ratings as a guide, for instance, it would cost no more for gasoline to operate a Continental in 82 than it would to operate a non-diesel Chevy Impala, or Dodge Diplomat, or a Buick LeSabre. The interest generated by the new Continental will also aid incremental sales in all our car lines. It's going to generate a lot of showroom traffic that can be converted to increased sales volume. And finally, We believe that when you look at the features the majority of luxury car buyers say they want, ride, roominess, comfort, our luxury cars offer the best overall package of features for the money in the market. That, of course, is a somewhat general statement. All right, the remainder of this program will be devoted to proving the specifics of that. And when we finish, we think you'll agree that 1982 offers us a fine opportunity to regain a significant portion of the market. A lot more people will be coming into your showroom, and you have a lot to offer them. The purpose of this competitive comparison program is to show you just how many advantages you really have.